Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. Today we have the WWE Dudley Boyz DVD, straight out of Dudleyville, the legacy of the Dudley Boyz. This is a 3-disc set, and this one was also released on Blu-ray and Steelbook and whatnot, so I'll be running down all of that in a little while. But, 2016 release. I would say that was one of the last really good years for DVD releases. Maybe even into 2017. But 2016 for sure was, one of the last really good years for DVD releases. A lot of good documentaries and match compilations. A good variety of everything, and we got about five or six steelbooks that year, including WrestleMania. So this was a suggestion from a subscriber, and as always, if you have any suggestions, make sure you drop a comment down below. If I've been late on any suggestions, I apologize. Just been really busy lately. So yeah, out of 2016, I believe this one was, I'm pretty sure it made my top 5 favorites. But we had a really nice set here, kind of going with the straight out of Compton vibes here. But classic cover, really nice artwork, very well done here. This one only 7 hours, so I feel like they could have added a bit more to this. But, they covered the good stuff for the most part. So this was shortly after their return at SummerSlam 2015, or the night after in Brooklyn, kind of following them up into that era. And their big return to WWE after almost 10 years. I'm kind of indifferent to the way they were used in that time period, but they put a lot of guys over for the most part. I don't think they became champions at all in that run. But here we go. We got really cool artwork. Bubba Ray and Devon, arguably one of the greatest tag teams of all time. And this features a documentary. Here we got our Dudleyville classic look from like the 2000 era. Dudleyville or bust. And then the disc art, I really like how they did this with the kind of your classic look, WWE look, and then your more current look, like your 2003 Dudley Boyz. And we got the camo background and all that. So yeah, this does feature a documentary on disc 1. And pretty much shows them at Brooklyn that night. And, goes through their upbringings and childhoods and whatnot. And these guys pretty much had similar goals. And were in ECW together, the early days of, like, Eastern Championship Wrestling. And really cool that, a lot of stuff here. And then Welcome to Dudleyville, Testify. The sibling rivalry. Going through a lot of their ECW stuff. And then their WWE run here. They thought, a lot of people were saying, they're just going to be like Public Enemy in the beginning. And then they go through the table matches, all the stuff with Edge and Christian and the Hardys. And you kind of got, 3 different screenshots here with various points in their career, always kind of hitting that same power bomb through the table. Very cool. So disc 2, we get into some matches and extras. So we got Hostile City Showdown from April of '96 versus the Pitbulls, November to Remember 96, Bubba Ray versus Devon. We got a match on Raw as War, Devon versus Tommy Dreamer, back in the original ECW invasion. Barely Legal 97, Dudley's versus the Eliminators. Heatwave 98, in a Dudleyville street fight, we got Bubba Ray, Devon, and Big Dick Dudley versus Tommy Dreamer, Sandman, and Spike from ECW on TNN for the Tag Team Championships. Tommy Dreamer and Raven. We got the Dudley's ECW farewell here from that night, and that is one hell of a moment there in New York there at the Hammerstein Ballroom, I believe it was. Those are always really fun crowds to be in front of. We got the Dudleys versus the Acolytes versus the Hardys, the New Age Outlaws, and then the first ever TLC match versus Hardys and Edge and Christian. Then a match on SmackDown versus The Rock and The Undertaker. So yeah, they were going up some tough competition there. We got several extras on there. Disc 3 from the Royal Rumble 2001 versus Edge and Christian. WrestleMania 17, the TLC match. And then another match on SmackDown here versus The Rock and Kurt Angle. Then back on SmackDown, Dudleys versus the Hardys. Survivor Series 2001, Steel Cage to unify the WWE and WCW tag titles. And Brother Devon versus Triple H. We got Bubba Ray versus Brock Lesnar. Another match versus Triple H, Bubba Ray Dudley for the World Heavyweight Championship. So you've never seen Bubba Ray and Devon getting many, world title matches. And we have Judgment Day 2004 versus Rey Mysterio and RVD. One Night Stand 2005 versus Dreamer and Sandman. And then their big return on pay-per-view versus the New Day. So quite the DVD set, actually. A lot of stuff. So I'm going to take a look at the Steelbook now. It is pretty similar. Just variant disc art and, nice camo inside. It is actually listed at about an 8-hour runtime. So you got about an hour bonus content. But, for Blu-ray exclusives, pretty sure they have a few matches here. Rebellion. Got a tables elimination match. Those were always fun. Dudley's versus Test and Albert versus Edge and Christian. That is in 2000. Unforgiven 2003. The Dudley Boyz versus La Resistance and Rob Conway. We have Dudley's come back to WWE the night after SummerSlam 2015. Then we got the Dudleys versus the Ascension, and then a Extreme Rules 8-man tag team match. The Dudleys, Dreamer, and Rhino versus the Wyatt family. I actually remember this Monday Night Raw quite vividly, and yeah, really good times. So not too many extras. I don't know if that's actually an hour extra or not, but honestly, guys, this is one of those sets you probably should pick up if you haven't already. I'm gonna give it a big thumbs up. Go out of your way, pick this up if you haven't, and add it to your collection. So let me know if your thoughts, your favorite matches from the Dudley Boyz, and as always, we'll talk to you later. Peace.